Welcome everybody to the John 2 Zone after a long hiatus. Two weeks?
Yeah,
2 weeks.
almost.
Yeah.
More, yeah, because it was before Christmas.
Yeah, but I mean we did an episode for that. I just didn't want to do it without Luke. It's episode 14, I think.
15.
15. Wow, hold on, let me see. Let's double check the numbers.
If
Yeah.
we shortened every John 2 zone to
Yeah, it's
a
15.
minute instead of an hour, then we could be a full quarter of an hour of John 2 zone.
No, instead
This is true.
we have 150.
Instead, we just have a giant brick in my hard drive.
John, you know that's not how that math works.
Nope. Dude, I've just been out of it. My whole brain has been in a fog. I feel like Dougie Jones just walking around just like John 2.
Badge.
John. Just like
Just have to
Metadata.
get directed everywhere you go.
no, that's how it feels. I don't know what it is. I think my birthday is oddly lined up for me since it's a week after New Year's. So I never feel, since my birthday is a week after New Year's, I never feel the need to change myself for New Year's. I give myself a week just to be a shithead and just do whatever I want. And then I'm like, well, for my birthday, I'm going to get older and I'm going to get existential crisis. And I'm going to be like, I really need to turn my life around.
Buckle
so-
up, guys. It's John Week.
Yeah, nothing has ever been accomplished in my life from January 1st to January 8th. Nothing of any notable notoriety. Can't think of one.
You got a gym membership.
That's just doing something. That's not accomplishing. That's not a goal.
Oh.
A goal would be like to go to the gym 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, even that one thing back in 2021, that didn't end up coming of anything.
What happened?
You know, the 2 days before your birthday.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you were there, right? You were there.
Yeah, no. It turned out to be a negative for me.
That was just your kickback.
Now I'm on a no-fly list. That's about it. But yeah, just nothing. Just
Worth
those
it.
those days are a haze. And now these days have been a haze, which sucks. I think it's just because it was on a Monday. And you know me and Mondays, brother. Nondescript bottle. Cheers. you know about Mondays. Come on.
Appropriate drinks like juice.
No, this is root beer.
Hey guys, do you want to go? Let's go outside and drink some age-appropriate beers. You see what I mean? I'm in a fog.
Wait, that wasn't intentional?
No.
Jesus Christ.
You really are Dougie Jones, just
I am
falling
out of it.
upwards.
I am out of it. It just sucks. I don't know what it is. I came home and I was like a little bit of a headache, but I was like, oh, okay, I might have just not eaten enough, and I ate, and I still am not there. But like, I wasn't I more embraced it the past week, but now it's after my birthday. I'm like, hey, turn it up. This is you gotta lock in, but I have not been able to lock in at all. It's been a travesty. What? There's a dog being abused out there. Just yelping. There's a dog being abused out there and a cat about to be abused in here. And I'm pissed off.
Let's go shake him.
Why am I like this?
Well, yeah, I suppose we got only a month and a half of Winston left.
I know. I can only shake him for that long.
Need to get his shakes in before he moves.
How can I be a better person?
And he just screams.
What do I need to change?
He's like a Winston 8-ball.
You just shake him and he says, "Ask again later."
No, you have to translate his meows.
He said you're gay.
What you do for a magic 8-ball anyway, you gotta translate the advice, because it's all generic.
It's like, how does this apply to my life?
Am I gay? Ask later. Like, what does that mean?
Decidedly so.
Even the Magic 8 Ball's confused too.
Like, bro, you tell me. Maybe.
Bro, your sexuality is a question mark.
You have an 8-ball in your hand. You're like, am I gay? Shake it, just like, sexuality is fluid. Like, oh, fuck this. Come on, man. Don't. Get me a
Gives you
label.
a more specific answer than it ever does, but it's unhelpful.
Like, come on, man. This is not what I needed.
Gives you a lecture on queer theory.
Too many. I know. Dude, I hate. I hate gender as a concept. I despise it. I really do. There shouldn't be gender. There should just be fellas rocking. And then, like, what are some other dudes? Dudes is too much masculine. I think fellas is a lot more on the.
Fellows.
Yeah. All 2024 is the year for non-gendered words. Hey, folks. God, actually no.
He saw Michael here.
Actually no. That one out of all the non-gendered word, that one pissed me off the most. Hey, folks.
Hey, team.
I think it's because I say y'all, and I'm allowed to say y'all just because it's been in my vocabulary because I live in Texas.
I can imagine if we started using y'all.
I would be pissed off. I'd be pissed off if you started using y'all and folks.
I mean, I use y'all, but only exclusively in text.
Yeah, but it makes sense. I never have to worry about you trying to be something you're not. I never have to worry about Luke. It's
Luke's always true to his roots.
yeah, no, I walk in and he's wearing the same exact jacket, just a different color. I'm like, yeah, no, I never have to worry. That's why I think that's why I like Luke as a person.
Luke's
because
really like
I
a
don't.
TV character. It's like your costume is always the same.
Yeah, at least I have different colors of the same thing, though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I do too. I have
But
two.
you're like-
I have two sweaters of this.
Got the same pair of shorts you always wear.
Yeah, but I think Luke is like a rock for me in the sense that I don't have to walk in one day and he's like, "What's up, playa?" And I don't have to worry about that shit.
It's true. I don't typically use timers. I just eyeball it.
Exactly. He's like, you don't. I'm not gonna walk in on Luke and he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm trying a new look," and he has like a piercing. I don't have to worry about that. It's gonna be him. And then
Shave his eyebrows.
if he progresses as a person, it's gonna be natural.
The most drastic thing Luke has ever done with his style is start growing facial hair.
It was so but it was like whenever I noticed it, it was like so like shocking, but also it made sense.
It's like this was gonna happen someday.
Exactly. No, so that's why it surprised me. It didn't like piss me off. Surprise me. I get surprised, happy surprise, sad surprise. Luke is just a neutral, which I appreciate.
Then you have me.
No, you just piss me off.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. You and your timers and your ego.
The day you walked in my room and saw I was painting my nails the first time, you're like, "I'm going to kill you."
I figured it out. Okay, here's my thing with painted nails. All right. For the record, I do not hate painted nails. I think painting your nails isn't gay. I think showing them off is. I figured it out. Because, like, as a grown man, why are you doing this? No, spreading it like this. I don't know. It just pisses me off. No, it's more... Luke, you're more like about to grab something. It's more like... I think it's like this.
Yeah.
Like Harrison, like show off your nail. Like show up. See, look at it. Look, let's pan the camera. You see what I mean? No, hold on. Put your hand away. Put your hand away. Now do it. See, it's just that motion. That's the only thing that just makes it like, oh.
I always heard the thing that's like the way you check your nails is like indicator of like how fruity you are or whatever. And I was like, I check my nails like this, and that's like the one because to show it to other people, I show it like this, which people are always like, "Oh, you're like, you know."
Yeah.
I
But,
suppose
like,
you can't see on the camera right now, but
Granted, I never like show my nails to other people.
like,
I'm
check
just
out my
like
cuticles.
if they're like, "Let me see your nails," I'm just like, "Here's my hand." I'm like, take it. Like I don't.
Here's my hand in marriage.
Exactly. But that's I figured it out whenever I saw a basketball player, a really good one. He had like painted nails because we're getting to that point where D1 football players and basketball players are painting their nails. What happened to the sport I love, man? No, I don't give a shit. But I saw him and I was like, this is the coolest guy ever. And then he showed off his nails and I'm like, oh, that's gay. Granted, he's like the most quote like masculine guy in if you want to talk in the gendered sense of the term, which I don't like. I don't know. I don't like gender as a concept. I'm down to eradicate it.
This year,
I have a common enemy with the LGBTQ community, and that is the gender spectrum. Let's get rid of it, guys. Come on. That's what we need to do.
it's time to save Christmas 2024. But this time,
It's time to save gender.
but this time we're eradicating gender constructs.
Yeah, there's just too many hyper specific words that I hate, and it's just like,
Jabroni.
no, not jabroni. What the fuck? What does that have to do with gender? The most gendered word of them all.
I don't even think that's like specifically gendered.
No, I think
guess maybe the bro in there, but like,
that might be one of the most non-gendered words.
That's actually the word we'll be using though. We'll be calling everyone jabroni.
I think jabroni is closer to it than they them.
It's non-gender, but it does the opposite of what you want it to.
Exactly, yeah. Because like, it's not a good insult. I don't like it.
it barely means anything.
It does, yeah. It's just like, okay, like there's worse words to call someone. If someone called me a jabroni, I'd rather them just call me a slur. If I'm being entirely honest, because it's like, where are you going with this?
You, John Brony.
Saying jabroni is the equivalent of saying frick. Frick you, man. What the frick, man?
You can say screw you, but then someone says frick you, takes it to a different level. That's like, no, don't do that.
What the frick, you jabroni? Why I oughta?
What?
It's like, all right, let me just put you in a locker. Come on. Let's not do this. It's just weird. But yeah, no, there's just too many. There's too many words. I was on Hinge and then someone was like, I'm demisexual. And I'm like, cool. Like, what's your favorite color?
You said, so am I.
I was like, sure, man.
Me too.
Me too. I love brain. For real. But-
That's sapiosexual.
Oh my God. See, there's too many words. It's just like, do we really need all of these specific words? Let's just get rid of them all. Let's just start from scratch. All right. Let's do no genders, and then maybe if someone, maybe we can go back to it at some point. But right now, I don't want any more genders. I don't want any more sexualities. I don't just let's exist.
America, you've lost your gender privileges.
No more. Yeah. There's too many of them. So, the only option is just to get rid of them all. All right. Not even everyone that's saying there should only be two genders. That's too small of a number. There should be way more. There should be less genders than 63. All right. There's too many. That's too many.
How about like
But there should be more than two. Maybe like 15.
26?
You see, even now that I'm saying it out loud, I think that's too high. That's why I'm all for just no gender.
Get rid of it entirely, then you don't have
Yeah,
to deal with it.
exactly. Yeah, let's just stop. All right, just like I don't care. Just
Infinite gender.
be like I don't care what gender. Just be Grayson. Just be you. All right.
Just be a good person.
I just won't use pronouns at all anymore. I'm just gonna call everyone jabronis. Just like, hey,
Jabroni just did
that
this.
jabroni over there sucks. Like, hey, that dude over there, I'm actually a jabroni. Okay, that jabroni over there just flashed his butt at me.
His butt?
Oh, god damn it.
Fallen for
Jabroni
the
butt,
classic
man.
blunder.
Goddamn, see what I mean? I'm even confusing myself with all of this. All right, it's
I can't
crazy.
even think of what gender it was that showed them your ass.
Exactly, man. We gotta get rid of it. I think that's what's causing my brain fog. Gender, the concept.
You're just at work and you're like, God damn it, gender's getting to me again.
Talking to the non-binary person, just like, damn, gender, like, it's making my head hurt. I get it. Like, man, this is confusing for me too.
Talking to your non-binary friend, like, man, gender sucks, right?
Yeah, it's like you're doing it right. let's just not do it.
It's I feel like the same vibe as like going up to a black person and being like, I voted for Obama.
Yeah, that is actually. Damn, I hate gender too. Hitting on the non-binary person. Don't you just hate gender?
Man, fuck gender.
Gosh, dang it.
If I had a choice, I wouldn't make gender a thing.
Amen. I'm outlawing gender as my first once I turn 35 and I become president.
I'm just thinking about it. I feel like Get Out, but with homophobia instead of racism, would be a whole lot more confusing.
Why do you think of that?
Because the whole I would have voted for Obama thing. Because like the guy says, I would have voted for Obama a third time if I could.
I would have added a 64 gender. No. That's.
I would have voted for him for a third term if I could.
I would have gotten rid of bathrooms.
We could just start pissing and shitting everywhere.
No gendered bathrooms, just no bathrooms at all. That's my solution. As president.
Would have gotten rid of the categories in the Oscars. Best male actor, best female actor. What about best jabroni actor?
Just, yeah. No, it's confusing. Speaking of jabronis, oh my God. Travis Kelce used jabroni. And I think that's what pissed me off. Because like he's an inherently cool guy. He's dating Taylor Swift. And he used that. And I was just like, okay, that knocked you down like 7,000 cool points. But he's still dating Taylor Swift. So it's like, I don't know.
I thought you were gonna go into the awful speech that happened at the Emmys or Oscars or whatever that was, the Golden Globes.
No, not yet. Well, I'll get into that later.
Joey Coy.
No, because I have something very specific to say about Travis Kelce. Because he, in some aspects, he is kind of a loser, but like he's an NFL football player. I mean, like in the sense he's a loser in the same sense that like you and me have like loser tendencies at some point. Or everyone's like, okay, this guy kind of...
We've all been there.
Exactly, yeah. We're not all perfect. Unless you're like, I don't know, like George Costanza or something.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. But anyway, Travis Kelce is also, he's a fellow podcaster. And Taylor Swift, whenever she was interviewed for Person's Time of the Year, she was like, Travis Kelce calling me out on his podcast? That was metal as hell.
Wait, did you just say Person's Time of the Year?
What if I shot you in the head right now? I'll do it. I do not give a shit. I was going to make that. I want this to be a part of the TikTok because I'm leading up to something. So I'm going to have to redo that entirely. We could have just ignored it, but I guess not.
You told me to point these things out.
Yeah, I did, but now I just hate you for it. This is a metaphor for me hating the worst things of myself.
My brother, you made the sandwich.
God damn it. I did. I regret it. I wanted the meatballs instead of the chicken. Anyway, yeah. Taylor Swift, whenever she was being interviewed for Times Person of the Year, she was like, Travis Kelce calling me out on his podcast. That was metal as hell. And metal as hell and podcasting should never be in the same sentence. First of all.
It's like a suburban dad going, that's pretty punk rock, kid.
Exactly. But hey, who knows? Maybe this is 2024 is the year of the podcaster. Straight up. This is our year. We're going to make it big.
Person's next time of the year is John 2, the podcaster.
I know. I got to start calling out.
I'm just thinking about like what if somebody made a metal album that was also a podcast, like they just make a podcast but make it into metal music. And
I feel like if anyone could do it, we could.
I don't know that any of us are into metal enough to actually do it well.
I think Harrison's angry enough too.
Yeah, I suppose. But can you make a metal podcast though?
I could try. I feel like you underestimate how much metal I listen to.
Exactly. Yeah. He likes King Gizzard.
A very dad definition of metal.
Yeah, no, there's lots of subgenres.
We could figure it out. We need to make art. But anyway, yeah, since Travis Kelce called out Taylor Swift and it worked, I'm calling out you, Jenna Ortega. why aren't you answering my DMs? What's up with that? I mean, come on. We're both Hispanic. That's about it.
Both watch
hit
Twin
my line.
Peaks.
Just hit my line. Just who knows? We could be the next Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, except I'm immensely less successful and a much bigger loser.
You'll
Who
be
knows?
like, oh, Jenna Ortega showed up to John's podcast this week.
Jenna
Instead of-
Ortega. She's gonna be on the couch one day. All right.
She'll be like, please let me leave.
No, she's gonna be like, "Damn, John, you're pretty cool, but that Luke guy's way better." I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself on the
Like,
podcast.
damn, you're so right about that, though.
I'm like, damn, you're right.
I don't blame you.
That's real. I have the bottle. I'm just
Bonk.
it's over. Yeah, but we need it. Speaking, I hate how we're jumping around, but I did want to talk about the Golden Globes. Did I say that right? Golden Globes.
You did
I
it.
thought I said Golden.
Golden Gobes.
I don't know. My head's everywhere. But yeah, it just reminded me I want to make art and maybe also host a Golden Globes at some point. Just so like I do a lot of things out of spite, but I got to do more things. I think that's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm going to add posthumously. I'm going to do less things out of spite and more things out of love. Because I do a lot of things out of spite. Mostly living, I think. There's a lot of people where I'm like, if that guy's still alive, I have no point in bowing out. I have to outlive them. Their life is so much worse than mine. AKA Joe Coy. Oh my goodness.
Keep your enemies alive so you can outlive them.
I need to torture my enemies while they're alive and being like, I am way more successful than you ever will be. Oof. Sorry. But yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the first Golden Globes host to like movies. Because apparently none of them do. All of them are like, yeah, and this movie is so long.
It could use another hour.
Like, wow, Margot Robbie, she's a babe, right? It's like, dude, what's going on? He's like, I'm a stand-up comedian that can't make jokes in 10 days. It's like, okay, man, like, that's not our problem. Entertain. What are you even doing here? Still? Okay. I'm just playing around. We're messing around here.
What'd she say?
Yeah. But no, I just hate it. I don't know. I think, and then, no, once I saw that he sucked, I was like, I want to do that because I hate him so much. But I need to do it because I love hosting, not because I hate him.
And then after you
It's
host,
got to be, in spite has to be the after effect. It can't be the main driving force because that's unsustainable.
Mm-hmm.
But doing things out of love for the game is way more sustainable.
The fear that
process.
love will never be enough.
Love will always be enough, brother. There's so many different love songs I was trying to think of and I just couldn't. Yeah, no, maybe love's not enough. I don't know. Maybe it isn't.
You heard it here first, folks.
Maybe if it's not enough, maybe it's not love.
That's very, very poignant.
I don't know. See, my mind is somewhere. It's there.
You just got, again, the lottery slot machine is
It's kicking in. It's kicking in. I did a lot of, over the 2-week break, I did a lot of research over other podcasts, aka listen to other podcasts.
you listened
just-
so hard.
I really did. I did, and I was like, what are we doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Because I know I'm doing something wrong. Not as like, oh, this sucks because we're only getting 9 views. That's because I am not a notable personality at all. That's not anything I should be worried about. We're just doing this for the fun of it.
You're a notable person on this street.
Not even.
Oh.
I wouldn't say that at all. I'm probably one of the least notable people. We don't go out to the block parties that they have.
I'd say the most notable person on this street is that one guy on the corner that always smokes weed and stinks it up.
Yeah, no, they're just cool.
Like, that's the only person on this street aside from our direct neighbors that I even acknowledge exists.
Dude, we don't even recognize our upstairs neighbors. We're not. I'm barely even. I would say I'm not even the most recognizable person in this apartment.
I guess I'm not either because I was mistaken for Jose.
Exactly, yeah. Probably in this house either. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how many people you guys know. That's my issue.
Our circles are different.
Exactly. Well, I mean, our circles are small, but they're crazy. No. It might just be me mostly because like all my stuff goes out everywhere.
In the wind.
Yeah. And I get a lot of people reposting it, so it gets around.
You need to just start
I don't think anyone will ever,
advertising in
like,
front of the house.
Yes.
Just put up a sign.
Mm-hmm. That'd be epic. But yeah, no, this year I want to create more. I want to make more. But I don't want to make like content. I want to.
You don't want to be
This
a
is
content
probably-
creator.
This is probably going to be the corniest thing I ever say on the pod, but we should make a short film. Genuinely. I think we could make a good one if we actually tried.
Yeah. No, that's very true.
Let me be at the helm. We come up with an idea. We at least, if we can at least like have an idea to start filming next year, that'd be awesome.
Can it be about you being a pirate?
Think about that practically, though. We want to make it good. We don't want CGI. We don't want the CGI bullshit. We want practical effects.
We have Luke.
Yeah, but he's got actual work to do. You got to think of this in the lens that we have work.
Okay. Practical effects. We have your mattress and Lake Michigan.
God. Stop using inside jokes on the podcast. Come on now.
But it's still
Make
aside
these
from
jokes
the
We're making jokes accessible. All
Aside from the
2024.
jokes, still out of context.
In context, it could work. Yeah.
John, I think we should do the contrary. You should just like put some red letters on that shirt that says "fuck the colorblind."
That'd be awesome. That should be a. I don't want to actually put in the work. I have too much work to actually do at work, but I want to.
We're cutting.
Now
out
I want to
letters.
make the. Now I want to make the thumbnail of just like.
like the Superman opening the shirt.
And we don't. And the thing is, we don't talk about it except for this. You guys just kind of like shortly mention it, and I'm like, all right, that's it.
Got your attention.
It just might be crazy enough to work. Gosh, dang, how much time do we have left on
2 minutes. Yeah.
2 minutes? Oh, okay, I was about to say it was like we got a good flow, but it was still felt pretty long. But yeah, no, we need to create. I actually have an idea for a TikTok I want to do with you guys. I'll say it when we're done, but we need to create.
We just made bread.
We need to start with doing something small. We should actually. Short film should be next year. This year we should make something like 3 things that are like really small.
An even shorter film.
Even shorter films. These films are going to be so short. It's going to knock your socks off.
You're gonna be like, did something just happen?
Yeah, you just got short filmed, bitch.
These short films will be so short, it'll be like their characters in a David Lynch film.
Exactly. They're going to be short and disfigured. We're back. I finally got into the gym. Harrison, you need to go get a gym membership
I
already.
know.
The weirdest thing happened. I bench all the time, but I haven't been in 6 months. So I try to get back to what I usually do, but like a little bit lighter, and I was struggling with that, and I was like, damn. And then it got to the point where I failed very miserably. This is the first time since middle school I bench pressed to failure, but I didn't think I was going to fail. So I was just like sitting there just like with the bar on my chest. I was like trying to push it. I'm like, yeah, I know it's over. And I couldn't really I could have pushed it over, but I was like, there's someone.
Little help?
Yeah, nearby. I saw some guy. I was like, hey, you got me? He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, he's dying right here.
I got you.
And I don't know what it is. This happened like a couple of days ago. I don't know what it was, but I didn't feel embarrassed about it. I was just like, oh, yeah, it happens. And I think I'm finally growing as a person in the sense that I'm fine with failing. I think the podcast has helped with that.
Humility.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't
You're
know.
already failing every day, then it doesn't mean as much.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that's a good thing too, though, because I need to fail. I succeed sometimes at too many things at my first try, and
Too good at it.
it just boosts my ego. And I'm like, dude, I'm a god. I am good at
The
everything.
moment you have one minor success, you're like, yes.
Dude, that is just how my life operates. I feel like if you ask anyone that knows me, they're like, yeah, no, you will have a minor win and celebrate it like you just won the fucking Grammy.
I'd like to thank all those who supported me in the time that I couldn't do this.
You can ask Harrison. Anytime I get like 2 subscribers, I'm like, we're going to the fucking moon.
And anytime you lose one, you're like, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah. Every loss is detriment to my character. Every success just means I'm one step closer to being all powerful and all knowing. It's awesome. Did we just get the same? Oh, whoa. I got a hinge match. Wow.
Ooh.
My ego's through the roof, baby. Let's go.
Name drop them on the pod.
Your mom?
What?
Got him, coach.
No. It can't
Let's
be.
go. Like I said, we're on a roll. See, whenever I win, I just can't stop. I just can't stop winning. And then, like, at the end of this episode, I might shit myself. And I'm like, minor setback due for a major comeback. Amen.
Start the next episode. We're so back.
Guys, we're so back. Oh, my God. But, yeah, no, I think that's the key for 2024. We're embracing failure, and we're embracing earnestness. That's the key. I think I talked about that in the last one. I'm tired of all these people thinking they're too good for things.
The importance
Like
of being earnest.
Yeah, like Joe Coy and him thinking he's like, I'm too good to watch Oppenheimer. Yeah, you're not too good for this bullet in the back of your head. I'll say that.
This summer, John beats up Joe Coy in an
Minecraft.
alleyway in a Minecraft.
A bullet in the head in Minecraft. Yeah, no, I just realized. You ever just like start talking and realize, oh, I just accidentally sent a death threat to someone?
Better follow it up with in Minecraft.
Yeah, no. I didn't mean it. I was just angry. Look, see, now we're down. It's so incredibly over.
Canceling the podcast here and now.
Every 5 minutes the podcast is over.
I've
We're
also
just done.
kind of realized at this point, at least I've seen at work, that Joe Coy will go on any talk show that will give him a airtime now to try and explain himself. Like, I've seen him on so many different things now.
It's crazy because this was like his big break. Because he's been in a couple of movies.
And he's broken.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure he's had like a Netflix special or two. And like this could have been the platform where like, oh, hey, he's not that bad. I'll check out his other things.
Did the complete opposite.
No, exactly. It's,
You prevented me from hate watching him just to not support him.
oh my God. That's another thing we're leaving in 2024. Hate watching. Oh my. That's out of all the things that like piss me off in the world, that might be one of the highest. Because it's so insufferable because people are like, how did they get famous? Like, gee, it's your fault. You keep on watching them. So you keep on interacting with their stuff, and then, like, boom. Now they have millions of dollars, and you're a sad, lonely fart.
Yeah, this is why Velma Season 2 is happening.
I know. It's annoying because I don't think people realize a lot. We're getting to a point where people don't realize their actions have consequences, how little they can be.
Giving any form of attention to something is just going to make it fester and grow even more.
And I know, and it's not even just that. It's just like, I don't know. I think a lot of people go through life and they're just like, oh, this thing I did is completely fine. I do that sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is fine to do. And then like, maybe like a month, even like a year later, I'll be like, oh, that was a shitty thing to do. Or like, oh, that was not smart on my part.
Yeah.
I think everyone goes through that, but it's like, I don't know, just to be so like pompous about it. I'm just like, ugh. I hate it. I go through life thinking every action I made was a mistake. I think that's a good way to live.
What if everything up
Be
to
like, I made a huge mistake doing this, but then you realize it's success, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, this is fine.
I thought
And
I heard
6 months later, it's a failure, and then a year later, it's a success, and you just
I thought I heard something recently being like, if you don't look back at yourself and like your old self and cringe a little, you weren't living.
damn, I hate the old me. That's gonna be my new thing. I don't hate the real me. I hate the old me. That's not who I was.
But I will be the new me.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy looking back at my life like 2-3 years from now. Because I'm going to be like, damn, I thought I was an adult. I was not.
So I was thinking just like looking back to like when we first moved here, I'm just like, oh,
Dude, we were children when we moved in
babies.
here. I know. Life is crazy. I hate it. Because like now I have to be... I need to find a good medium for being a silly, goofy guy while also being mature.
Yeah.
While also having a podcast.
I think
Not really.
qualified under a silly, goofy guy.
Yeah, no. But if I do the podcast in earnest and it's actually good quality, maybe that's a good sign.
But you also
I can still be silly and goofy, but also it's like, the things he does isn't that bad. I'm not going on here and just naming names and saying the worst things possible.
just saying you hate certain demographics and
Yeah. And not just regurgitating every joke I see on Twitter. Just being like, damn, guys, you see that tweet? You telling me to shrimp fried this rice? And just, that's all the episode is. That'd be awesome. If this was just like the worst thing ever.
you just start the episode with that joke and then you just stay silent for the whole hour and then just upload it.
Oh, we should do that. I'm totally down to just sit here for an hour, say one joke, and just like,
We should retroactively make that New Year's week episode.
we should. Or April Fools.
Ooh,
That'd be a good one.
what day is April on this year?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, it's on all of the days.
Well,
Wait.
April 1st. April 1st. April 1st is on a Monday.
Dude, what day is December?
Guys, April 1st is on a Monday.
We could tell everyone, hey, we're recording on a Monday. I mean, I think you could still be foolish on a Monday and then release it and be like, it's still April Fool's.
Foolish on a Monday?
God, no. Dude, work is going to be terrible and be like, I'm not in a foolish mood, guys.
That's the thing too. Like, well, yeah, I suppose yesterday yours was on a Monday because your birthday, Jose's birthday, and my birthday are all on Mondays this year, or this round of birthdays.
Damn, that sucks. Monday birthdays are terrible. It's just, everything is foggy. I can't see clearly now. And the snow is here. Winter is here, and it is going to whoop me decent.
And today's storm was so pathetic.
Brother, you weren't out there.
I did go out.
Yeah, you weren't out there like me. I'm gonna go talk to Olivia. I don't care for this. Let's see. Oh, no, I just wanted to look at the notes. I need to figure out what talking points I had.
You just want to see what your hinge match was.
No, there's also one note in there I don't really remember what it. Sometimes I just put in like words and I hope that I remember them. This one I didn't. It's here, I'll read it. Just for the sake of wasting time. Cat Williams versus fat lady that likes coffee. Don't know where that. I know Cat Williams had an interview with Shannon Sharp that was pretty good.
Who's Cat Williams?
Are you fucking serious?
Luke, do you know who that is?
I mean, I don't know who anyone is.
Okay.
Luke, it's fine. He's one of the biggest black comedians, just like ever.
Oh.
Hold on, let me show you guys. God, this is insane.
Is it one of those where I like know them, I just don't know their name?
Yes, 100%. And if you don't know who, I can't think. I think he was in. I think next Friday. Let's see. He has a bunch of stand. I can't think of. He was in Norbit. What was he in Norbit? Oh. This guy. He was in Atlanta, but you guys never watched that. This guy.
Oh yeah. I know who that is now.
Luke, I don't care if you don't know. Harrison should be more locked in. But yeah, no, okay. All right, I wasted 5 minutes explaining who Cat Williams is. All right, yeah. So, just to say that I don't know what I was talking about.
Sabotage.
Speaking of things I was watching about, I've been on TikTok more because I want to post on TikTok more rather than just TikTok clips from the show. And I just don't need to post individually because those do numbers. I kept trying to get a good post this last break, and then I got it.
And then you pretended to be Paul Mescal.
Yes, and that worked swimmingly. God, I love it. I love the game. I love the hustle.
You actually hustled for that one.
I really did. I don't know if you can tell in that video, but I think I ran like 5 times before that because my little brother kept on screwing up.
We'll have to show that to Luke because he hasn't seen it.
I kept on giving him direction, and in the last video you can tell there's like a little drop of sweat like right here that I forgot to wipe. And
I think that works for the exasperated Marianne.
Yeah, I don't even know what accent I was doing.
Just some European.
Yeah, it's not even an Irish, it was just some European accent.
What's your accent, European?
I was peeing something.
What?
Dude, I don't fucking know.
You peed what now?
Yeah, but so I've been on TikTok for so long, and I realized that like there's some videos I just like can't watch, in the sense it's not like bad content. There's some videos that are just like bad, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. It's like these videos will like preface themselves. Like I put some examples. It was how to tell she doesn't like you, or like how to tell you're not her first priority. I'm just like, I don't need to know this. I can just feel it out.
I get where you're coming from, algorithm. I'm lonely, but
yeah, I know. And it's like, look, I get it. Some losers need to learn social cues. That's fine.
It's like, don't worry, I'm literate
it's
already.
Like, I get it. No, but like, I don't need to watch it. I don't need to be reminded of the things that has happened. You know what I mean? Because whenever I watch those videos, I don't think like, oh, she did that to me. I'm like, yeah, she did that to me.
Yeah.
That happened to me. I know what it's like to not be that.
It's not like it's just clicking. It's like, yeah, this is clicked and it's just settling in more and more.
How to tell you are unloved by everyone in your life. And it's like, oh, geez, okay. Like, oh, yeah, no. Number 3 is definitely going to be the one that gets to me.
You will not believe.
You will not believe what number 4 is. And then it's just a blank screen. It's just a
mirror.
Yeah.
Didn't communicate.
I know. It's I don't know. There's some content that's just not made for me, and like I'm okay with that. It'll have like 5 million likes, and that's another thing I hate about TikTok. There's a lot of like I think like just YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, a lot of like content in general. It's not people being like entertained. It's people like seeing something and it's just like, oh, I have that exact same viewpoint. I like that. And I don't think that's entertaining or fun in any sense. I think that's why I don't like watching like Moist Critical.
You agree with him too much?
Just in the sense where it's like pretty like normal takes. It's like they'll do like EDP. Like you remember him, right?
Maybe.
He's a fat pedophile. And he got like outed, but like by a guy who was like a piece of shit. So like my take is like, oh yeah, no, EDP is a pedophile, but he's also like not all there. And these guys are also like terrible people. So I'm like, I don't like both of them. But like obviously like EDP being a pedophile is like not good. Like lock the man up.
Yeah.
But like also these guys are like, what are they doing? And then I just watch a Moist Critical video and he does the same thing. And it's like, okay.
I think if anything, it's just like people like reassuring, like, oh, this is just like a normal take.
Yeah.
It's not someone just having this like total whacked out.
Yeah, but like, exactly, it's normal. You like what other times you see something like that and you're like, why isn't everyone else having this take?
Hmm.
If I talk to you in real life, I'm like, do you know who EDP is? And you're like, no, John, how was your day? Like, have you watched that new Saltburn movie? It's like we have normal conversations, all right?
I heard it's a weird one.
Like, we all don't have takes on like the most internet, like online things possible. It's just so, I don't know. I don't know. I gave that viewpoint just to be like straightforward.
It makes
with
sense
it.
though.
But like there's some things that are just like so like easily like, oh, that should be your take. And it's just like, yeah, I don't need to hear 20,000 white dudes tell me that they also agree with that take.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like be entertaining. Do a little
jig.
yeah, do a little jig, all right? I don't know. It's frustrating, but like I don't have like he seems like a cool guy.
Oh yeah.
I just don't like that kind of thing. That's another thing with like wanting to create more content. I was like, I want to make things, but I want to make good things, not just like regurgitated like this is my take, but in a monotone voice.
So it's like, what do you?
I want to make art. Twin Peaks changed me.
I'm glad. This is just all
Yeah.
very fulfilling for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get why I like it now.
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I always understood why you liked it, like in the first place, but now I understand why I like it.
Yeah. Fair, yeah.
That's more like what I'm going, because I've seen, not to flex, but I've seen a little bit more TV than you have. A little bit more that prime, that good TV. All right, I've watched The Sopranos, so you might want to learn a thing or two from me.
I've
all
watched
right?
The Office.
I've watched Stranger Things. All right, I know a thing or two about good TV shows.
I know how to write a TV show.
I watched The Mandalorian.
God damn it.
But no, I appreciate it a lot more because he goes like a lot of like the good TV shows like Better Call Saul, The Wire, Sopranos, they all like subvert expectations in like a way that other normal TV shows just don't or can't. But like, I don't know, in Twin Peaks it's an entirely, instead of like all these other like good TV shows, there's like 3 different lanes. It's like the normal TV shows. It's like the really good TV shows that like there's a sub theme behind the theme. That's also, and then there's like Twin Peaks that's just like weird as shit, but like it's also in the same vein. It's like a sub of the prime TV shows that like, oh yeah, let's get really weird. That's like different from the other ones, which I appreciate.
I always think too. It's also has its distinct style, I guess.
Exactly,
That's what
no.
sets it apart, and so I guess
That's what I appreciate too. That he's like, this is my kickflip. Like, watch this drive, and he's just like,
And it's like, how do we do this with the John 2 zone?
I could figure out many ways to replicate it.
Well, not replicate, make it your own.
Yeah, I mean, replicating it wouldn't be that hard. And I say that with love,
Yeah.
in the sense that like I could definitely plan enough dialogue that would mirror David Lynch,
Oh yeah.
while also building up the same suspense by just not talking.
Lots of dead space.
Dead space, a lot of facial acting, use of sound probably, and then we're gonna have to put the camera in like a tank.
Yeah, I gotta say, I could do like 90% of the VFX and at least the return way better than he like ended up being done. But I think that's just part of the aesthetic.
Yeah.
the VFX are terrible.
Good chunk is like, yeah, like you could do it like After Effects or something.
You could do a bunch of it in Premiere.
Yeah. No, honestly,
Exactly.
you probably did.
No, exactly. It's cool, and like now I gotta find out my voice in film. I haven't made a film since, when did I make that photo, Ramon?
That was like junior year, I think.
Yeah, since junior year of college. And before that, God, I really wish I figured out that I like making movies and media at an earlier age. I feel like I would be a lot happier.
But better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, it is, I guess. I mean, even then, I probably wouldn't have pursued it. There wasn't enough.
I could see you in film school being like, I want to punch everyone here.
I would have punched everyone there.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, you probably,
Mentally, I would have been like staring at them in my mind, just like wanting to explode their head.
you just like put your finger in the temple, like.
But I think this is good in the way that I approached it. Because I don't think I would have appreciated any of these movies as a young child. Why are you sticking your mic in your nose? Why are you?
I was just resting it on my nose, but I wasn't.
Come on. Treat your equipment with some respect, Harrison. It's yours. But no, I don't think I would have appreciated it. Going back to like the maturity and like there's like a lot of TV shows where I'm like, even like 2 years ago, I'm like, oh, I need to rewatch that because I definitely didn't understand it now with a lot more experience in life. So like there's probably some Sopranos I definitely need to rewatch. But I think I got the gist of The Sopranos. But I can better appreciate it second rewatch.
I was like, with just finishing Moral Oral. So, feel like that one, if I had watched it 3 years ago, it would not have had the same reaction as I did now.
Exactly. I love how that's the TV show we go with.
Yeah.
We're talking about some of the best TV shows. We're talking about The Sopranos, The Wire, Moral Oral.
Hey, you know.
I mean, at least we didn't go with Xavier Renegade Angel.
I discovered that in high school, and I was like, before, like
That one's a different type of.
I was like, yo, check this out. It's weird.
It's still on a level of good and bad. I still put it on the good side. I just don't know where I put it. It might honestly be in the same category as Twin Peaks, in the sense that it's not as good.
It's so balls to the wall,
but it's in its own lane. That like it has its specific style, and it's like, this is what I'm gonna do. Fuck you if you don't like it, which I appreciate. So, yeah. So I want to film. We need to go to France.
John starts wearing a beret.
I start thinning my mustache.
A pencil. Let's go.
Oui.
Start going to dinner at 9 and smoking cigarettes like
I'm
on the
what?
daily.
You walk in and like you just see me watching the TV and you're like, John, what are you doing? Just like watching a movie. Like I don't hear anything. Like it's a silent film.
It's cinema.
It's cinema. I'm watching cinema.
I'm watching a photorimon.
It's like, John, I think you're just watching Godzilla with the audio off. I'm like, oui.
You get up the remote you were sitting on.
It's the new one too.
Yeah,
the color's just off. I put it in black and white. Bryan Cranston is just looking at me.
You're sitting on like a volume control. And you're like,
this is cinema. You come back, I'm like watching the Goonies. I'm like, oh, this is saying a lot.
You're watching the Meg.
The themes. I perpetually have a glass of wine in my
A
hands.
cigarette in the other.
John, can you stop smoking? I'm like, oui.
You just have a thing of olive oil on the table too.
Just chugging the entire bottle of olive oil.
Just have just a loaf of garlic bread.
You just have a baguette.
Oui.
You don't even eat it. You have it.
John, you haven't gone to work in a month and you haven't paid rent in 2 months. You need to do oui. I am making art.
Do not disturb my creative process.
Paul Giamatti on the screen, blue. It's like, yes. The Power Rangers movie. Like, okay.
I see what they were doing here.
Hell yes. God, that'd be awesome. I should do that for next month.
What?
Everything I just said. What do you think?
I thought you were referring to just something specifically. I didn't realize you're doing like everything we just talked about. Because
I was just following the natural flow of conversation.
Sorry. I was too.
I know we jump a lot around.
Side note: have you ever been to a restaurant where like they give you olive oil to dip your bread in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if that was a widespread thing or not.
No,
I,
Yeah,
I guess it
that's-
makes sense, but like,
that's just a classic like Italian thing.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Because I've only been to one restaurant like in Madison that did that.
Oh, I've been to tons of.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's a really common thing.
You need to go to more restaurants.
I don't know.
This guy has only been to one restaurant.
No, the other thing I know.
Luke has been to one restaurant. Are more restaurants doing this?
Wait, they also have menus at other ones?
Do other restaurants have chefs?
No, the other reason I can tell that you've never had that is because a lot of times they'll give you balsamic with it.
Oh no, they also
Yeah.
had balsamic there. I just avoid it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the balsamic. Yeah, no, that's the classic combo.
the
I
good
still want to
stuff.
go back on Luke only being
Yeah, I
to one restaurant. So there's this person that like just takes you to your seat. But
And
the
they
thing
bring
is,
you
this
your
person, no, this person doesn't bring your food. Someone else brings your food. Like I don't know, it's called like a hostess, so like a hostess, I think. Is this at other restaurants?
No, a Hostess is the brand that makes Twinkies.
Oh yeah. You're right. I'm sorry, Luke.
This is like when you said the Fortnite machine.
Fortnite machine.
It's towards the end of the episode, and we're all just baffled by how you suddenly just said that.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I've definitely been to more restaurants where it's like that. But I feel like I just like that was a conversation topic, so I just needed to shoehorn it in without actually thinking of the implications of me asking that.
That's fair. That's fair. I
I've
think
been
it
to
would,
more restaurants, guys. I've been to plenty of restaurants.
I swear, guys, I know what a waiter is.
you guys all ever been to a bistro?
Tell me more.
It's not a restaurant. It's a bistro.
Oh my god.
It's a trattoria.
How much time do we got?
Like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Oh, nice. All right, good. We found. I think that's a good stop.
Now, after the Luke 5 minutes. That does happen fairly often, where it'll be like the end of the episode, and like
We catch our stride. Yeah.
well, also it'll be specifically started by Luke. I feel like
Yeah.
Luke will have like one thing to say, and all of a sudden we're just like
I think Luke senses that I'm kind of losing steam.
he's
Kinda
like
he'll throw something in there.
he like cracked his knuckles and is like, all right, let me fix this.
Watch this. Have you guys been to a restaurant?
You're acting like I'm typing it out, like I'm not here in person. You're just like watching it on AOL Instant Messenger.
People don't know this. Luke can't actually speak. He actually has to type everything out, and then the voice pops out.
What you're hearing right now is a text-to-speech program run by AI.
Yeah, that's why I like Luke so much, because he's not a person. He's an AI robot.
The camera is integrated in him. Like
Yeah, Luke is the camera. Yeah, people don't know this. We don't
There's
have a third mic.
there's a
Luke
reason
is
you
just the
can't see
camera.
Luke on camera. He is the camera.
He's one with it. No. Luke is a person. We all love Luke.
Luke is the Lukest person there was.
I don't know.
Just call me Raymond, because everyone loves me.
Damn.
And with that, we're almost out of time.
You fuck. You know, you were putting that in. I know. I know.
Is it done?
Is it done? Like and subscribe.